We're back with sound this time. Welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I can explain what happened. I was recording the fish and game forecast earlier, and I mute my mic for that so you don't hear the fan in the background just going while you do the 7-day or while you get the fish and game. And I never unmuted it. Things you should check. Thanks so much for your patience. I am only one person, and I am not a perfect person. This is today's forecast made possible by United Way of Northeast Louisiana and their 211 initiative. From food and water to medical assistance, 211 connects you to the most up-to-date resources in your area. If it sounds like I did that very smoothly, it's because I literally just did that 10 minutes ago, and nobody heard it. Here's a look at temperatures across the area. Still warm. It was warm 10 minutes ago. Still warm now. 83 in El Dorado, 88 Monroe, 87 in Winnsboro. Hopefully this live stream was better than the one that I had that nobody heard. I was on a roll there for a second. Dew points quite dry, 40s and 50s, but the low-level moisture will start to move back in as we head through the next couple of days. That makes me wonder how many folks were on the stream, because I had a huge number to start, and then it dwindled so quickly. And I was like, why is everybody leaving? I haven't got to the severe weather stuff. It's because nobody could hear anything. Man. I feel like a doofus. Wind speeds are out of the northeast, about 5 to 10. I would expect a northeasterly or maybe easterly breeze as we go through the day tomorrow. Check of rainfall totals over the last 30 days. We need rain. That's understatement of the century for parts of the area. The only parts that really are faring okay, the Ouachita River Valley in southern Arkansas, where they saw so much rain from a couple of weeks ago. Most of the rain was focused on in such a short time frame that this precipitation total can be kind of misleading to the overall conditions across the area. So here's a look at the drought monitor. We'll get a new one of these tomorrow. We get them in the morning, so we'll have an updated one of those tomorrow morning. And it shows the latest conditions. Again, generally moderate drought conditions across the Mississippi Valley, abnormally dry conditions elsewhere. Check of the visible satellite this afternoon shows absolutely nothing. A few clouds along the coastline, and that's about it. Radar products made possible by Brown's Roofing. You can schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. No rainfall. Don't expect that to change tomorrow either. Futurecast shows what we're going to be dealing with as the cold front starts to approach the area over the next few days. It's going to be warm again tomorrow. Daytime highs probably in the low end of the 90s in many spots. But still some cool mornings, or cool-ish mornings, upper 50s to near 60. And then Friday, same story, warm, few afternoon clouds. High school football game should be fine. Saturday, for now, the timing of this system continues to be kind of the problem, the pimple in the forecast, if you will. As the front moves through, a couple of days ago, it was looking like it was going to be a Sunday cold front. And then up about 48, 72 hours ago, most computer models were like, nope, it's going to be Saturday. Now they're going, why not a little bit of both? And so now it's more late Saturday, early Sunday. Haven't really tweaked the forecast too much to reflect that yet, because I want to make sure that the trend kind of checks out. But that's something that we'll watch. If the forecast needs to, we may have to alter that a smidge to include some rain chances and deeper into the day on Sunday. Check of the water vapor imagery. Big ridge of high pressure. We hate it. It's been stuck here forever. It's brought us the rapid onset drought conditions that many areas are experiencing, the above average temperatures, the dry, the lack of rainfall, blah, 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 blah. The reason I show this is to show you the upper low and the deeper trough of low pressure out to the west. That's the makings of the storm system that'll move through the area this weekend. And then I also wanted to show you a look at Futurecast and looking at the mid-level winds. Now, I don't love the way that this particular run shows the trough moving in for Saturday. I'm not showing you that because of that. I'm showing you this because I wanted to show you what it does to the upper level pattern after. So we've got the ridge. It's going to get squashed and moved off to the east as the upper level storm system swings through the area this weekend. Again, I don't love the way this particular computer model shows this particular trough moving through the region. If you were actually to take this operational run and show what it translates down to the surface in terms of rainfall, it brings hardly any rain through our area. So that's why I don't necessarily like the depiction of it. I don't necessarily think it's the best operational run to depict the trough of low pressure. Again, that's not why I'm showing it. The reason I'm showing it is once this trough moves through, new disturbance moves in on Monday, another one behind that Tuesday, and even if they don't necessarily pan out in this form, you're starting to see the frequency of more upper-level systems making their way through the central United States. So we may start to see an end to the just dry, warm as we head into the second half of the month and into the month of November. That shouldn't be a big surprise because that's usually what happens as we go into the second half of October and into November. We phase out of summer-ish and more into fall-ish. And fall doesn't last very long until we get into winter-ish, which is a little bit of everything, if you're familiar with this area. Here's a look at the severe weather threats, again made possible by Allegiance Health Network, and shows the outlook for Saturday. Here's the same graphic, but a bit bigger. An old Greg reference, if you get that. Saturday shows, again, most of the area's outlook for potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. Again, we're far out. This is what we call the day 4 outlook. We're not into the enhanced, slight, marginal, high risk. We're not into those delineations yet. Those start tomorrow, and I'll bring them to you first thing in the morning. Check out the storm tips as we get deeper into the severe weather season. If you are familiar with living in the ArkLaMiss, then you should know that severe weather season kind of starts right around now and carries all the way through June. Obviously, it gets cold in the winter months, and there are some stretches where we don't have any threats for severe weather, and we kind of foray into the winter weather aspect of things. But severe weather is a possibility pretty much from now through the spring and into the early summer months. Like I said, there will be some severe weather sabbaticals, if you will, along the way. But this is a good time to review your severe weather plan with your family. What I mean by that is know where to go. Everybody knows where to go when a tornado warning is issued for their area. Make sure that everybody knows if there's a set bathroom or hallway or closet or wherever, that's where everybody goes. And review that with the kids just in case for some reason if they're home and you're out running an errand or something like that happens, and or if they're kids that are old enough to stay home alone, that they know where to go in the event that it happens when they're home alone. Have multiple ways of receiving warnings. I do not have an update on the app yet today. I know a lot of folks are thinking probably be pretty nice to have that, and I totally agree. I'll bring you updates when I have them. Be familiar with your surroundings, towns, roads, etc., especially if you're new to the area. Be familiar with where you are in relation to I-20 and the major highways. Know what parish or county you live in. I know that seems very, very elementary and kind of silly, but a lot of folks are new to the area. We have a lot of new construction and a lot of new big projects in the region, and so there's a lot of folks from out of town coming into this area and living here now that may not be as familiar with us as we are. And I also would stress that when we do start live severe weather coverage, if that's needed at any point down the road, that when folks ask questions, just keep in mind that in this digital weather platform, in this new sense that I'm bringing you weather information, there's also just a lot of new folks that stumble across the platform from all across the country. So when they ask questions about where is this, I think we should all show a little grace. Charge your mobile devices, stay alert with the rapidly changing weather conditions in the latest forecast. Here's a look at the rainfall forecast over the next 5 days. Again, this is painting with a broad brush. I wouldn't really get overworked about these rain totals. They won't be uniform across the area. Obviously, the best chances will be farther north and east, but that's how things shake up for now. Lows tonight, upper 50s, mainly clear, somewhat cool, and winds stay fairly light. Daytime highs tomorrow right at 90. It's going to be hot. Winds fairly light out of the east as we go through the day. The rain chances should stay close to 0. Look at the 7-day forecast, and again, no big surprises here. We stay warm until the cold front arrives on Saturday. Again, main focus of the rain chances right now are on Saturday, but that could still change. So we'll kind of see how that pans out. Early parts of next week look quiet and warm. But morning lows in the low 50s. Some spots could sneak into the upper 40s on Monday morning. And then a quick warm-up after that back into the 80s with morning lows near 60. All right, that does it with a look at the forecast. Fishing game comes out later tonight. at 8 p.m. and it won't have any audio because I muted my mic for it and then didn't unmute it for this Facebook Live. I appreciate everybody being able to have a sense of humor about certain things and giving me grace and being patient, as obviously we're now officially exactly a month and a half into the launch of this platform. So I will still make some boneheaded mistakes along the way. Hopefully that they all happen when the weather is quiet so we can have a chuckle about them and move about our day. You can always check the latest forecast at digitalweatherdesk.com. Latest radars there as well. I'll bring you more app updates as I get them, and I'll join you first thing tomorrow morning with a look at the forecast as we get closer to that Saturday cold front. Thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by CenturyNext Bank. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, everybody.